Chandrayaan-3 had done what no other nation dared: touched down on the Moon's eternally shadowed southern pole. A region darker than Pluto, older than time. For a brief moment, the world cheered. Images streamed in. Soil samples arrived. And the scientific community exhaled in celebration. But then, the silence began. First came uncertainty, then murmurs, and finally, warnings. This isn't fiction. It's not another conspiracy lost to the internet's echo chamber. This is what unfolds when humanity reaches too far and discovers something it isn't ready to understand. India's third lunar mission wasn't just another shot at the stars. It was redemption, a sequel to a failed landing years earlier. This time, everything clicked into place. The Vikram lander descended perfectly, settling on the rugged, frozen rim of the Moon's south pole, a region that had taunted space agencies for decades. Permanent shadow. Bone-crushing cold. Unpredictable terrain. But ISRO succeeded. And with it, India carved its name into the history of lunar exploration. The early data looked promising. Water ice. Lunar dust. Metals like aluminum and magnesium. Signs that this barren wasteland could one day support a human outpost. But deep in the data, far from public briefings and headlines, was something else. Something that didn't belong. As the Pragyan rover rolled across the powdery surface, its advanced sensors began mapping the soil's exact composition. Then, an anomaly. A substance that matched nothing from Earth. Not from any known asteroid. Not even from previous lunar samples. It absorbed light, not just reflected it strangely, but bent it. Warped it. It seemed to drink energy. One engineer described it as a black sponge for physics, others weren't so poetic. They called it impossible. The surprises didn't end there. Next came the deep scans, ground-penetrating radar that looked beneath the lunar crust. What it found shook the mission team to its core. A massive cavity, but not random, not natural. It had angles. Symmetry. Patterns. A grid, deliberate, organized, almost architectural. It looked less like a cavern, and more like a structure. Dr. Michio Kaku, reviewing the data, said plainly, "This doesn't belong to geology. It belongs to intelligence." As the rover neared the center of the anomaly, strange things began to happen. Data packets returned garbled. Commands lagged, movement became erratic. Then, nothing. The signal went dark. ISRO cited mechanical issues. But whispers among insiders told another story. The problem started the moment the rover passed over the heart of the geometric anomaly. Some speculated electromagnetic interference. Others warned of something else entirely. Within hours of the blackout, global space agencies quietly redirected satellites toward the landing site. NASA, CNSA, ESA, all watching. Military satellites recorded strange electromagnetic pulses originating from the site. China requested ISRO's internal data. Behind closed doors, phrases like containment and quarantine were allegedly used. This was no longer a mission. It had become a matter of planetary security. Then came a twist no one expected. A coalition of independent researchers compared the geometric formations found beneath the Moon with ancient Indian diagrams, sacred mandalas found in Vedic scriptures. The similarities were chilling. Dr. Rakesh Verma, a Sanskrit scholar, pointed to a symbol described in the Rigveda, a cosmic gateway hidden behind the veil of the black sky. Were these patterns mathematical coincidences? Or something far older? Leaked reports from ISRO's inner circle painted a more disturbing picture. The unidentified material discovered wasn't just strange, it defied known science. Some called it optical dark matter, a substance capable of bending or erasing electromagnetic fields around it. A theoretical cloak. An invisible shield. If true, it means someone, or something, once engineered materials beyond anything we've ever conceived. Materials that can hide entire structures from detection. So now the question isn't what was found, but what did we wake up? What if the South Pole wasn't untouched because it was unreachable? What if it was avoided? What if it's not a crater, but a vault? A sealed chamber designed to stay hidden beneath eternal darkness? We sent a machine into the abyss, and something sent silence back. One of the world's leading physicists ended his statement with a sentence that now echoes across science, philosophy, and security briefings. There are truths buried in this universe that we were never meant to uncover, and now, we may have disturbed one. What do you believe was truly found beneath the moon's shadow? A glitch in physics? A relic of an ancient intelligence? Or the first clue that we are not alone? In the weeks following Chandrayaan-3's final transmission, a strange stillness settled over mission control. The world had questions, but Israel had none. No updates, no statements, no explanations. Just silence. And behind that silence, a storm was growing. Because while the public mourned a lost rover, privately, the scientific world was scrambling to make sense of what the mission had awakened. Or, perhaps more accurately, what it had disturbed. The anomaly detected by Chandrayaan-3 wasn't a glitch. It wasn't an illusion. It was real. A perfect void, geometric in shape. Massive. Not a cave, but something engineered. And inside that void, strange energy pulses had begun to rise, oscillating frequencies no one could identify. Invisible to the eye, but unmistakable to high-band sensors. Like a signal, but coded in a language we do not yet speak. In a joint covert session between India, France, and Japan's space research teams, the anomaly was re-simulated using quantum neural models. The results? Impossible. The subterranean structures reacted intelligently to simulated input. As if responding. As if listening. And then came the second blackout. A satellite, India's Lanay 7, launched years ago to monitor lunar weather and radiation, ceased functioning. Right after it passed over the Chandrayaan-3 landing site. Engineers reported cascading memory corruption. Complete failure of its radiation-hardened systems. And before it went dark, one final image was relayed, a brief, flickering frame. It showed a faint structure casting a shadow on the lunar surface. Angular, tower-like. But no such formation exists in lunar topography. Not naturally. Not officially. Then, a whistleblower. A document leaked to a private physics forum. An internal memo from within ISRO's materials lab. It claimed this: the photonic negative material found by the Chandrayaan-3 rover wasn't just unusual. It exhibited programmable transparency, a property theorized for cloaking devices. Meaning this material could bend, absorb, and nullify not just light, but observation itself. It didn't reflect data, it decided what data to reflect. An optical firewall. A veil. Scientists began to whisper a terrifying question. What if the moon isn't just a body, but a shell? A shell containing something vast and hidden. And what if the cratered, desolate surface is only a mask? A projection. A protective skin covering the remains of something built, long before humans even dreamed of stars. Then came something stranger. A pattern. Radar scans from Chandrayaan-3's final descent, when analyzed frame by frame, revealed a repeating glyph. Simple.